Good evening and welcome to the Thursday night net of the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society. This net we call every Thursday at 8 p.m. on this frequency of 146.460, no PL tone and no offset. My name is Sean and my call sign is K0MAD. While it's not emergency net, if anyone has any emergency traffic at any time, just call a break. If we have any emergency traffic at this time, please call now. Alright, nothing heard. Goal of Simplex net is to communicate as far as possible direct antenna to antenna, testing the effectiveness of our stations without the use of a repeater. I'll use a net logger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes to can check in early by monitoring the Oars Simplex net there. This net is being streamed live on the Ham Radio with K0MAD YouTube channel, so if you want to see how you sound or miss part of the net, you can just search my call sign on YouTube, and you will find it in the live section. We'll begin tonight's net with announcements of interest to amateur radio. Please call now. All right, we have any announcements of interest to amateur radio? One last call. All right, I guess I'll make the mention 14th of December at 5 p.m. at the Verona Baptist Church, 115, let's see if I remember this because it's not on my notes, 115 South 1st Street, Verona, Missouri. We'll be having the Oars Christmas party, which is also voting in officers. And that again, that's at 5 p.m. and then that's when we'll be eating, and then at 6 p.m. or so will be the meeting. And at 1 p.m. on the 14th, we'll be meeting at the Walmart in Aurora for a fox hunt. So anybody interested in that can email me or just show up at 1 p.m. and have some fun. All right, do we have any short timer mobile stations? Please call now. All right, well, we'll just move top of the list, which is Bob, KA0RM.
This man got a cookie in my mouth. K0MAD, KA0RM there. Well, Sean, I'm glad you got back running the net and got everything going there. Everybody better draw up another dog tonight close to you. It's going to be cold. One of the coldest nights we're going to have, I guess. Talking about 26, 27. Frost on the pumpkin in the morning. So, yeah, Sean didn't mention the Christmas party, but I don't know if he got the idea of the white elephant or not there on that. It's $25 maximum on that there. We got 39 so far signed up. I'd like to get about 10 more. If possible. Anybody listening that hasn't been on here and want to come, why, get a hold of me and we'll get his things taken care of there. Thanks, Sean. We'll catch you later. KA0RM.
All right, Bob, go back to stuff in your face. Sounds like you weren't stopping anyway. All right. Let's see, we'll move to Dave, KE6GAE. How you doing, Dave?
K0MAD and the rest of the net. This is KE6GAE. Good evening, Sean. Ready for this week to be over. Still got one more day of work, and hopefully tomorrow's not like the rest of the week's been. Other than that, just sitting here relaxing. About all I got tonight for the net, so thanks for doing the net, Sean. KE6GAE, back to net control.
All right, Dave. Yeah, I'm all out of USB ports now. That camera was the last one I could plug in. I don't have any more available USB ports, so I guess without using a USB bridge or something, I'm all out of room to expand there.
Yeah, you could always add a bridge in there though, to where you got some more USB ports. Part of that's why I want to build a new desktop, so don't have to use as many bridges, so I'll have enough USBs in the computer itself. All right, back to next control.
Yep, I thought 12 would be enough, but I'm all out now. So I still got a few USB-Cs though, so I guess I could go that way too. All right, Dave, 5 and 5. Thanks for checking in. We'll move to Lee, N7LP in Mount Vernon. How you doing, Lee?
Doing well, and you are nice and strong tonight. Must be the cold weather, I don't know. Anyhow, not doing too much today. We been kind of relaxing a little bit. Went over and got some paper, or not papers, but some concrete blocks to allow them to install a propane tank over here, and set up a blind so that we can do a little bit of more hunting here on the property. All I've been having right now here on the property is a small 4x4, and he just is not something I want to take. Want him to grow a little bit before I decide to take him. So it's just been fun to watch the animals come in and out. That's about all that's been going on. Then 7LP.
I don't blame you, Lee. I'd be doing the same thing. Good idea. All right. Well, thanks for checking in. You're 5 and 4. You're right. A little better signal tonight than normal and clear, so must be the cooler weather. And I just looked. It looks like we're pretty much in for 20s, other than just this weekend. We're going to be in the low 20s every night, as far as I could see in the future there. So it's going to get cold now. Anyway, 7-3 Lee. We'll move down to Jimmy, KE0DGB in Springfield.
Hello, Sean, and everybody on the net. Well, I don't like the cold, but I did have lunch today with my brother, and then my neighbor came over and said, come over and eat dinner with them, and so I'm full tonight. I'm not used to eating that well, but I can't complain about it. It tasted pretty good. Still got to work on the 7100 and getting it into the car, but it's going to have to warm up a little bit first. Other than that, that's about all that's going on around here.
All right, Jimmy. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad you had a good lunch with your brother and got dinner there. That's pretty awesome. All right, Jimmy. Well, you're coming in good. You're coming in 5 and 7 tonight. Great signal and nice and clear.
That's good, Sean. That's good to hear. It's the 7100, so I'm glad it's sounding good. Talk to you guys later. KE0DGB.
All right, Jimmy. 7-3, and we'll move down to KB0RHA, Rich.
Hello, Sean, everybody on the net. Thanks for doing the net. Not a whole lot going on around here. Just trying to make a bezel for a little volt amp meter that I kind of goofed up cutting out. But, that's par for the course. Anyway, I think we've got it pretty well whipped into shape. Anyway, that's about all we've got going on around here. 7-3, everybody. KB0RHA.
All right, Rich. You're coming in good too. Well, you're always strong, but it's just weird. The band seems extra clear tonight. I don't know if it's, like I said, don't know if it's cold or really what it is. Anyway, sounded good. 5 and 9 as usual. Thanks for checking in. And we'll move to Tom, KC0NSC.
Good evening, Sean. This is KC0NSC. How y'all are? My favorite time of year has finally taken hold. I'm loving this weather. And the only thing that could make it better is if it got white. Not much going on over here. I don't do the 10 meter tomorrow night. I think that's Billy. And so I get a rare net off. Oh, that'll be a relief, really. But I'll be back on the radio on Sunday for the TechNet. All right. Y'all enjoy out there. Take care of yourselves, and if I happen to not hear from you, happy Thanksgiving coming up. 7-3.
All right, Tom. Yeah, you have a happy Thanksgiving also. And, yeah, you got a good signal, too, tonight. Looks like about a 5 and 7 there as usual, though. All right, 7-3, Tom, and we'll move down to Mel, KF6OZ. Haven't heard you in a while. How you doing, Mel?
I'm doing well this evening, and I just slowed down enough today, I guess, to remember to turn the radio on so I could check into the net tonight. I'm glad I remembered it. Thanks for running the net. Got out a little bit this evening, made sure all the water hoses were properly disconnected and everything so we can let that freezing weather come. Boy, we had some wind when that come through. I had a little flower pot, just the base part of it was setting out on the driveway, and the wind was blowing hard enough. It blew that saucer up on my porch. A piece of plastic was flying around out there. So I guess we had some good wind with it, but that must be telling us that winter is about to be with us. Back to you, KF6OZ.
Yep, you're right, Mel. Yeah, I also made sure I had the hoses disconnected, because don't need nothing freezing and breaking, that's for sure. I don't know that it would tonight anyway, but better safe than sorry. All right, Mel, thanks for checking in. 5 and 6 signal down here in Aurora. And we had a K0MKM, shows a Robert in Wentzville, but he was in and out, probably a mistake, so we'll call anyway. K0MKM, any copy? Nope. All right. Well, we're at the bottom of the list. This is K0MAD, looking for further check-ins for the Oars Simplex net. Please call now.
KE0LTG.
K0LTG, we got anybody else? Nope, didn't hear anybody else. All right, Lawrence, how you doing this evening?
Well, I guess as good as I can expect, considering usually busier than what I sometimes like to be. I did look at All-American 5 on his latest one. He has 2 transmitters going, but he's just generating plain carrier wave on same frequency on 2 generators. And since they're not perfect, when you turn on a receiver, then you get a beat frequency, even though the 2 transmitters have no carrier on them. I was thinking sometime if somebody was just blocking the airwaves with empty transmitter signal, that would help give some direction to locate where the transmitter would be. Even if no signal was being broadcast, it would perhaps with the right second transmitter get a beat frequency that would allow you to make some progress on what direction it is.
Yeah, I suppose.
He was about 20 hertz off on his 2 transmitters. He knew they wouldn't be perfect, but it did. I'm surprised that his small transistor radio would go down to low as few as 20 beats per second, but he showed on the film that you could hear it. But I thought, well, if we get some blank transmitters taking up the airwaves, we might be able to get a beat frequency with another receiver and transmitter.
Yeah, that sounds pretty interesting. Well, Lawrence, your van's still working out for you. Have you had any other issues?
No, Wheels is still staying on it, and it's been driving good. I've been taking some people to Springfield to the VA. I was up there a couple days back, and it was about a third less at the Springfield VA than usual. I was quite surprised that I could find a place to park. Normally I'm scrounging around after I drop people off at the door to find a place to park, and they actually had some parking spaces open for a change. So I don't know what the deal was, but they always treat people pretty good there at the Springfield VA. I'm just happy to see fewer people and find a place to park. So, yeah, all in all, been going pretty good. I'll let you see if some of the others are out there. KE0LTG, clear.
All right, Lawrence, thanks for checking in tonight. Have a great weekend. If we don't hear from you, have a good Thanksgiving. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. This is K0MAD looking for any further check-ins before we switch to the beam. Oh boy, got a little bit of noise on the flat side tonight. Anyway, this is K0MAD looking southeast, and we're looking for further check-ins for the Oars Thursday night Simplex net. Please call now.
Paul, KD0, EOA, and Cape Fair.
Paul, KD0EOA, how are you doing this evening?
Oh, pretty good. Was working on my signal generator project, but I found out what's wrong with it, so I'll put it away and work on something else. It's an old Hewlett-Packard tube model, and got some bad filter caps, so I don't have any available, so I can set it aside and go to something else.
Yeah, I know what you mean there. Well, Paul, you're coming in good tonight. Other than the pointed your direction on the flat side, I've got a whole heap load of 60 hertz buzzing, so I don't know if it's a power line or somebody's got some lights or something on. But you're getting in over top of it anyway.
Ah, well, that's good. Well, I'm glad I made it in this week. Was up at my brother's last week, and that schedule there going up to visit is kind of up in the air every week, but hopefully I'll make it in next week and get to chat a little bit.
Hey, no problem. I figured that's probably where you were, so I hope he's doing all right, and I hope you're doing well as well. So we'll say 7-3 to you, and 5 and 6 to 5 and 7. It's kind of going back and forth there. Great signal. All right, Paul, 7-3, and we'll switch this thing back to the vertical side.
Bar graph scale, and thanks for running the net, 73.
All right, this is K0MAD, still pointed southeast, and we're looking for any further check-ins for the Oars Thursday night Simplex net. Please call now. All right, pointed east. This is K0MAD, looking to the east, looking for further check-ins for the net. Please call now. All right, nothing there, so we're pointed northeast towards Springfield, looking for further check-ins for the Oars Thursday night Simplex net. Please call now. All right, one more call to the northeast. This is K0MAD. All right, pointed north into the west, just about 5 or 10 degrees towards Stockton, Missouri. Looking for anybody that'd like to check in to the north. Please call K0MAD. All right, pointing towards Carthage and Joplin. Looking for any further check-ins for the net, please call now. All right, looking southwest towards Stillwater, down to Oklahoma, Tulsa, northwest Arkansas. This is K0MAD. Looking for any last-minute check-ins on the beam here. All right, nothing heard. Back on the omnidirectional for any last-minute check-ins or any comments for the net. Please call now.
Question, KF60Z.
Go ahead, Mel.
Looking at the net logger, and there's one thing on there they have is information that's all blank on all of our calls, and that's club information. What does that program use for a database that it does look up on it?
It uses, well, I can have it do multiple things, but right now I have it just linked to QRZ.
Okay, I was just wondering what database we needed to update to get our own personal information up to date if we wanted it to show up in NetLogger. That was my ultimate goal, KF60Z.
No, yeah, I can go in there and you can set up a club profile with, I can't remember what all. There's multiple logging programs you can link it to, but like I said, all I've got it linked to is QRZ.
Thank you, KF60Z, clear.
All right, no problem, Mel. Well, this is K0MAD. Do we have any other check-ins?
Reject.
Reject, what?
Reject, yeah. Hey, I can just barely hear Mel. Ask him if he, Nona may be coming to the Christmas party.
Mel, are you and Nona planning on coming to the Christmas party on December 14th?
No, I'm not planning on coming to the Christmas party. We have a party with our Sunday school class on Friday night and having another party on Saturday night. I just kind of thought it would be too much for Ona, so I said one of them has to give.
All right. Well, Bob, he's not down. They got other plans there, Bob.
Yeah, he come in a little better that time, a little staticky, but he come in better. All right, thanks, Sean. K0.
K0MAD. Well, we had a KA0OSN from El Dorado, Kansas, checking on NetLogger, but they went in and out, so don't know if they're sticking around or not. Do we have a KA0OSN from Kansas? Please call now. Yep, I guess not. And we got Andy Cowley just jumped in on the live chat, so we say hello to Andy. Hope you're doing good, Andy. And if we have no further check-ins for the net, we'll close it, so I'll call one last time. Any last-minute check-ins? All right, nothing heard. 11 check-ins. Well, no, not 11 check-ins. 10 check-ins, including myself. And appreciate all that checked in tonight. And anybody watching, I put a camera of my rotator. I was like, I had an extra camera laying around, so I put one of the rotator. So anybody that watches the live stream can see where the rotator's pointing. So that's kind of neat. Didn't know how that turned out, but it looks all right. Anyway, I'll say 7-3. And we'll catch up with everybody on down the log. This is K0MAD, letting the frequency go back to normal amateur use.